Hello everybody, Josie here, probably better known as Complete Indie, and welcome to Battle of Wits. Since this is the first episode, I highly doubt you know what Battle of Wits is, so basically, I take a cool commander, and I show you all the nifty little combos and cards that go with it. Towards the end, I'll show you a deck that you can order for a decent budget price to play with your friends. Today's episode is going to be building around the cool commander, Kethis, the Hidden Hand. Kethis the Hidden Hand is an Abzan commander that costs white, black, green. It's a legendary elf advisor, a free 4 with legendary spells you cast cost 1 less to cast, and exile 2 creature cards from your graveyard. Until end of turn, each legendary card in your graveyard gains. You may play this card from your graveyard. Kethis wants to be a legendary matter to deck, so let's give Kethis what he wants. So, right away some important inclusions are land base. If we want to keep the deck budget, we don't want to waste all our money on lands. Many lands in the deck will have added utilities, such as Onika, Temple to the Grandfathers, a green land that enters untapped that can make our legendaries hit harder, Miko Koro, Center of the Sea, and Gear Reach Sanctarium, both of which are colorless lands that allow you to draw, although Gear Reach Sanctarium does force everyone to discard. As for actual mana generation, some budget lands that might work could be Command Tower, Opal Palace, and Sandstep Citadel, lands that add for all 3 of your colors, Untidake the Cloud Keeper, and Temple of the False God, both of which add 2 mana that you can spend for your legendaries, Selesnya's Sanctuary, Ortsov Basilica, and Golgari Rot Farm, bounce lands that can decently fix your mana, Ash Barrens, basic land cycling and colorless mana, so it's good both early and late game, and finally, the Temples of Silence, Plenty, and Malady, 2 color lands that scry when they enter. Next, our actual creature base. So here, there's a creature we're going to splurge a little on, but meet Captain Sisay. Well, it's almost 20 bucks, we can use it to tutor up any legendary card in our deck, so I'd say it's a worthy investment. As for our more affordable creatures, in no real order, we have Yahini, Undying Partisan, a fast beater that can fill our graveyard legends, and is not only hard to kill, but easy to resurrect. Demon Lord Belzenlock, Gonti Lord of Luxury, and Togar Famine Incarnate, all 3 of which are easy to get their enter the battlefield effects repeatedly. Belzenlock in particular giving us a lot of card draw. Gulta Primal Hunger, Traco Scourge of Krug, and Shanna Sisay's Legacy are all easy to cast creatures that can hit really hard really fast. Arvad the Curse got in thanks to being an anthem for our legends, while Darien King of Keljor and Teysa Envoy of Ghosts get in, as our heavy deterrent for our opponents attacking us, even when we're completely tapped out. Kambal, Council of Allocation, made the cut thanks to being able to chip our opponent's life at a fast rate, Iwamori of the Open Fist, and Yomiji, who bars the way. While they can benefit the opponent, more often than not we'll be taking more advantage of them. Yosai the Morning Star, a powerful creature that will set our opponents back when killed. Ashling the Extinguisher, a nice creature that can take care of other creatures. And finally, the Nalish Honor Guard. While it isn't actually legendary, it can hit hard in the late game, and is a cheap 2-drop at any time. As for spells, a lot of choices are presented. First and foremost, the legendary sorceries from Dominaria. Primeval's Glorious Rebirth, Urza's Ruinous Blast, Yawgmoth's Vile Offering, and Kamal's Druidic Vow are all easy enough to afford, and the legendary rider won't impact you that much. Glorious Rebirth in particular is a means to reanimate all your legendary permanents, and in the late game, this is next to unstoppable. Pull from Eternity is also a good piece, as it allows you to recover cards exiled with Kethis' ability. 6 utility artifacts in particular stand out for this deck. Blackblade Reforged, cheap to equip and hits like a truck late game. Helm of the Host, keep duplicating your legends, and it's one of the only cards, especially in this color scheme, that can do that. Hero's Blade, a decent equipment that'll try to stick itself to basically all our legends. Hero's Podium, a remarkably cheap creature that'll make your legends even more powerful. The Weatherlight, it lets you find historic cards, which is just about everything. And finally, Mindslaver. It lets you steal your opponents for a turn, and with Kethis you can just keep looping the activated ability of it, as long as you have 9 mana and 2 legends in your graveyard, creating a nice game-ending combo. As for enchantments, we've got a couple specific ones. Arguel's Bloodfast is decently playable, serving as a card draw engine, and in really desperate times as a sacrifice life gain outlet. Day of Destiny got in due to being a cheap anthem to pump your creatures, and Profane Profession got into the deck due to being cheap, repeatable removal. From the long list of Planeswalkers, ultimately only 5 got in. Karn, Scion of Urza, a semi-decent card advantage engine that we can even recur reliably. Liliana Vess, a tutor outlet and a game finisher. Sorin, Vengeful Bloodlord, an independent reanimator and a life gain engine. Vivian, Champion of the Wild, a pseudo card draw engine, and it gives your creatures flash, vigilance, and reach. And Veraska Relic Seeker, a versatile cheap removal engine, token engine, and game finisher. For tutoring cards directly into your graveyard, I would suggest Buried Alive, Entomb, and Final Parting. With the exception of Entomb, all these cards are relatively cheap, and can even put one or more legend creature cards in your graveyard. All of them have individual benefits. Buried Alive gets you free cards for the price of one, Entomb is a 1-mana instant, and Final Parting can get a card directly into your hand, too. For tutors into your hand, Aldamri's Call and Time of Need stand out, as semi-cheap tutors for creatures or legends respectively. Both of them are only 2 mana as well, as Aldamri's Call is even an instant. Powerful recursion also exists in the form of Command the Dreadhorde and Living Death. Command the Dreadhorde is expensive but gets you specific pieces to close out the game, and Living Death can be used for a complete change of the board, even setting your opponent back when needed, without paying any life at all. And finally, the deck needs some removal, so while keeping things budget, we can direct our attention to Abzan Charm, Anguished Unmaking, Mortify, Putrefy, Swords to Plowshares, and Utter End. Anguished Unmaking and Utter End can both exile whatever we want. Swords can remove any creature, Mortify can deal with creatures and enchantments, Putrefy can finish creatures and artifacts, and Abzan Charm can deal with creatures along with added utility. By the way, depending on your budget, free good includes would be Riki, the History of Kamigawa, Mox Amber, and the Immortal Sun. These cards ultimately didn't make it into the deck due to budget constraints, but if your budget can allow these cards, feel free to include them. They make for great cards, and can net you a lot of profit in the game really fast. So, who wants to see the deck I created for Kethis? Because here it is. The deck has an assortment of creatures, lands, and artifacts, mostly for mana fixing. As of the date of recording, this deck comes up to a little bit under $150, coming up to $145, according to Card Kingdom's prices. The deck is semi-reliable, but keep an eye out for cards like Rest in Peace, Leyline of the Void, and similar graveyard hate. Consider checking out the complete deck list down in the description below, and tell me what you think. And I hope you enjoyed. If you did, maybe consider subscribing and ringing that little bell to stay up to date on the newest videos. And if you have a commander you want to see me build around next, try commenting down below and I'll try my hand at it. If you want to stalk me on my Twitter or Discord, links are down in the description below. And I'll see you all next time. Ciao.